Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is Gabby, and this is your reading covering the period of the new moon in Leo. That's on August 4th through the month of August. So, Cancer, your power is in stillness this month, and I will flesh that out for you so that you get the full picture of what I'm talking about. You have the new moon in the second house in Leo. That is going to be in your money house. That means that this is a period for you to focus on financial matters. Okay, there may be some ideas bubbling up for you as far as new streams of income, or maybe building a stronger financial foundation. Some of you may have some creative pursuits, creative outlets that could become money generating activities for you. We have a great aspect that is Mars conjunct Jupiter, and that is actually in a very compatible sextile with the new moon. Mars conjunct Jupiter is happening in your 12th house. That is the house of secrets. It's also the house of our subconscious. It's the house of karma. And it is very much the house where we spend time alone with our own thoughts, with our own subconscious promptings, things that we've carried over from previous lifetimes will bubble up from that house. It's a house, meditation, mindfulness, yoga practices, things like that. Those are 12th house practices. And so what I feel is that many of you may receive some kind of spark of inspiration in this month of August that could translate into financial, a financial plan or a financial outlet or income. Mars is the planet of power and fire and our vitality, our drive, our sex drive, our momentum, what we want to go after in life. It is ruled by Mars. Mars is also the planet of war, so in its shadow aspect, but conjunct Jupiter, which is the great benefic. Jupiter is the planet of luck and of expansion, of foreign shores, so long distance travel, as well as dealings with people from other ethnic groups, other countries, other nationalities. The internet is ruled by Jupiter, and publishing, as well as higher learning, universities, colleges, advanced degrees, and spirituality, and also religion are under the umbrella, under Jupiter's umbrella. So in all of those areas, when Mars hits it, Mars is conjunct Jupiter for the month, starting in the month of July through August, and a culmination of that exact aspect is on August 14th. So it's very possible around that time, again, you will get some kind of inspiration from any of those areas that could, spark creativity, spark another way of you expressing and using the gifts, the talents, and the skills that you were born with. The second house is not just financial resources, but it's also our own personal resources, what we can give to the world, give back to the world, what we can contribute to the world and to mankind, is in the second house. So, very inspirational. The only caveat that I would, add to that is that Saturn is in the ninth house. So, for you, that would be ruled by Jupiter. So, there may be some limitations, some obstacles or challenges that you might face when it does come to those ninth house activities, foreign connections, travel. This may be, you may face some obstacles when it comes to actually, being able to do long distance travel. So it may be that you are bringing in influences, exotic influences and international influences into your life through some other means that could, spark creative ideas and income sources, income possibilities. So, and that's great for you because Cancer, you are always concerned about security and about your bank account and making sure that you are comfortable and safe and, and have that, that sense of, being insulated from the world. Now, I pulled an oracle card from the Tao of the I Ching, as well as an oracle card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. From the I Ching, you received the number 52 card, which is called Keeping Still. And let me just read some of the keywords, and you'll see how they align perfectly with this month, with that Mars-Jupiter conjunction in your 12th house. So some of the keywords for keeping still are meditation, self-renewal, composure, detachment, self-acceptance, equanimity, and serenity. So this is a period where you may find that you are going to benefit the most from time spent alone, time spent in meditation, in a practice of mindfulness. The keeping still energy is great because Mercury is retrograde mostly all of the month of August, moves forward on the 28th of August. So great time to go within, right? And kind of review things, rewind, rejuvenate, all the revise plans, renegotiate, all of those things are under Mercury's retrograde, are things that we can do rather than moving forward or starting something new or maybe signing on the dotted line. We want to kind of hold off on those kind of binding commitments until Mercury moves forward. Now, if you have to do any of those things, then just make sure that you read the fine print, make sure that you understand that things may change when Mercury moves forward, and remain flexible. Be sure, understand that you will need to be flexible with any commitment that you made during Mercury retrograde. But the other oracle card is power. So when I said at the beginning of this reading that your power is in keeping still, what I am seeing is you building power through whatever practices that you have, through protecting your energy, right? Building strength, building mental and mental agility, building mental toughness, building mental acuity. By practicing those things and maybe kind of ghosting the world a little bit, pulling back from being out in the world or doing too much outside of your inner circle, your safe place. This is definitely an energy for that type of practice or that type of action. Now, when it comes to the tarot here, you do have some really good messages, especially as we get to the end of August. The sun is there. I'll give you a preview, okay? And that would be for the end of August going into September. Amazing, amazing ending to the reading, but let's start from the beginning, okay? So you do have the Page of Cups, which is covering the time period of, say, the beginning of 2024, the first few months of 2024. Page of Cups is a nice card because there is some kind of emotional blessing there. It's positive energy. It's a seed being planted. It's an emotional connection with someone. Often the pages can represent our children, if you have children. or just an energy that is younger, more youthful. As a person, this could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energy, so could very well represent you in, more of a lighthearted, more of a, bringing newness into your life, a new spark of inspiration, especially one inspiration where there's an emotional connection to something. It's also messages, really loving messages or inspirational messages of support. So, there may be conversations that have been happening in the last few months of, with someone who cares about you, someone being very supportive and loving and letting you know that, expressing themselves to you freely. Okay. The Page of Cups is followed by the Hierophant. So maybe some of you have, the Hierophant would cover July coming into August. And so maybe some of you have gotten into a commitment with whoever this Page of Cups is, all right? Maybe there was an engagement or a decision to take a relationship or take an emotional situation to the next level. It could be some of you moving in with someone. It could be just maybe bringing a relationship that started out kind of very lighthearted, but becoming more serious, more committed. The Hierophant is a card about commitment. It is about stability. It is about, things that are socially acceptable, that are, looked upon as institutions in society. So marriage is one of those institutions, engagements, making commitments. The Hierophant also is a card about wisdom, and it can represent people in our lives who are very wise. So it can represent teachers, or it can represent spiritual leaders. So it could be someone that you've met who has helped you with your life philosophy or your spiritual practices. And so you could be deepening in those practices. On this particular Hierophant card, instead of the Hierophant, it's called the Study. And this is the BTS inspired tarot deck, the Diary of Youth. So some of you, again, could have gone back to school and you've been working on an advanced degree, or you've been working on, increasing your knowledge, increasing your skills, your talents, honing gifts that you have already, maybe certifications, trainings, things like that expand our understanding and our knowledge. See a lot of you really, with your head in the books, or really studying intently, online, doing assessments, taking exams, writing papers, so there's a lot of something that you've been focusing your energies very strongly on. Or there is someone around you who is like that, who is doing all of those things. And this is someone who you are emotionally connected with, who maybe is an inspiration to you because they have built a life that is, very stable and very respectable. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is what many people want, a life that is socially acceptable to the world. On this card, it does say for you. So whoever this is, if this is not you and it represents someone else, I really think that they are there to help guide you and be a source of inspiration and counsel to you as well. The Hierophant can also be, legal counsel as well. And it says, everything in time do you see? All right. So whatever this practice is that may either you or someone else involved with you, it will take a little time to come to its fullest, but that will be time and energy well spent in that practice. And again, there's an emotional connection to whatever this is. Now, covering you as we're coming into the month of August, you do have the Nine of Swords. So if something is weighing heavily on you, I'm not sure exactly what that could be. You do have two cups here. You have a Pentacles card, you have a Swords card, and then the rest are major arcana. So it could be, any area of your life. I did mention that Saturn is in your ninth house. So, maybe in some way you are feeling anxious or concerned, or maybe having some sleepless nights or some worry about something, some aspect in your life. Only, if this applies to you, then you will know what that thing is as we're coming into August. It could be financial, it could be a relationship, it could be worrying about a commitment, right? So maybe someone wants to take things to the next level and you are scared to death about that, right? Maybe this is, moving in a way that you didn't expect it was going to go, and you have some, stress and concern. The Nine of Swords is not a true, it's not a reality. It feels like one, right? And sometimes when we have, anxiety and stress, and we're worried about things, it feels like things are real because it's as though we are putting faith in fear. And we can manifest things, right? If if we are doom and gloom and negative and worrying about something, we can worry ourselves sick. We can worry ourselves into a difficult situation. So rather than doing that, know that these practices that hopefully you have started doing are meant to help control those thoughts, those racing thoughts. Help you clear your mind, help you, gain control over those things that we can't control, right? Knowing that we can do as much as we can do, and then we have to give the rest up to God. We have to give the rest up to the universe. We set our intentions and we do the best that we can, but we cannot control everything. So, I see racing thoughts, worries at night. You have a great deal of power, Cancer, and you may not realize how powerful you truly are. Your power, Cancer, comes in your ability to nurture and your ability to make life easier for other people. You are a caregiver and a caretaker, and you are, that's the sign of the mother. So all of those energies, regardless of your gender, you have that power. You also have the power to hold on and to last, where people have, where people lose their momentum or they lose their commitment. Cancers commit and then they are stuck like glue, right? So utilize those superpowers that you have. Be able to take a look and see what is true and what is just, a worry or a concern. Do what you can with what you have, and then let the universe take care of the rest. If you are doing your best and you're making decisions, and you are vetting those decisions, then that you're doing the best that you can, and leave the rest to God to support you in that, and the universe to support you. I can tell you that you are going to have something to celebrate in the month of August, and by the end of August, with that Sun card there and the Three of Cups, which is at the base of the deck, those worries and concerns, I feel that you will be able to sweep them away. You have the Two of Pentacles coming up in the near future, so there is some kind of financial connection. I feel that you will make either a partnership or there will be an offer that will benefit you on the financial front. Okay, some of you could be getting to a contractual relationship. there is give and take here. I think that you will have to kind of, when it comes to your finances, you may have to kind of juggle for a little bit. But I think that by the end of August, you will have a brand new outlook on life, on your financial picture, and even your emotional life. That Two of Pentacles may be a romantic partner who wants to join forces with you and join, bank accounts with you. And, there's a give and take between the two of you. One of you may make more than the other, but the other is supportive and nurturing and, maybe a great homemaker. Or you are, balancing your checkbooks together or giving, evenly and figuring out how to split expenses or figuring out how to finance your life in a way that's fair for you both. So I see that give and take in the near future. And I think that it's going to be super beneficial because it's leading to the sun. The sun is a card about vitality, blessings, good health, prosperity, abundance. If you've been worried about your kids, I feel that the sun is there and it has them covered and is blessing them, and you as well. You have, as your muse this month, you have Jimin, who is a Libra Gemini. And on this card with Jimin, he has some piercings on his neck and his eyebrow, but he's looking into the camera and he's like, okay, I can take what life gives me. I've been hurt, I've been injured, I've been scarred, but it hasn't taken me down. I'm still here. I'm still strong. I'm still powerful. And you are powerful, Cancer. The sun is here. It is going to give you that extra burst of optimism that maybe you've been missing, that extra burst of vitality, good health. If you've been dealing with health issues, I feel that those will be resolved by the end of August. So you will be feeling good. And some of you may be traveling to somewhere really sunny and warm. So if you have the opportunity to travel, especially after Mercury goes forward after August 28th, so maybe toward the end of August to the beginning of September, if you have the opportunity to, go somewhere, replenish and rejuvenate yourself, please do. I think you will benefit from that trip. Spas could be really great for you, as well as places located near water. Okay, all that, which is always great for Cancer. So that is your reading, Cancer. I hope that this reading has resonated with you and will be helpful to you. If it has, please like and share the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And as always, I wish you all good things. I will see you again soon, and I purple you.